You know, we all know, do we not, that Prince William and Meghan Markle really cannot stand the sight of each other. You can dress it up any way you want, chums, but the thing is, I think that was very apparent in that documentary for Netflix, you know, the Harry and Meghan thing, where, if you remember, he allegedly sent a text, which of course was never really proved or disproved. You know, again, I would say it was creative television license. And, you know, she very famously snapped, did she not? Well, you know, he's your brother, and stormed off. Very dramatic, possibly one of her best acting moments. But it's interesting to note, you see, that this tit for tat sort of drama between William and Meghan really has escalated. Now, let's just get this clear. You know, he will be king, sadly, one day. And I mean sadly because that means, of course, the demise of his father, King Charles. And he will always be the winner. But Meghan keeps trying. As ever, let me explain. Morning, chums. Lovely to see you today. Thank you so much for joining me. And by the way, I keep getting told off because apparently I'm not putting enough gusto into the way. Yes, I know. Well, it's all you can tell me. Oh no, there you are. Nice to see you. Are you waving back? That's the thing. Yes, you see, it's all very well sitting there, smoke making me. We'll have another wave. And yes, nice to see you. On a serious note, though, because, you know, as I said, it's difficult sometimes. And as many people know, you know, particularly when you're, I mean, I'm in a safe spot at the moment here. But, you know, when you're in London and stuff, you are very on the nerves, you know. Trust me, because, you know, you're sort of always looking around. Even though I've got people with me, and I don't mean staff and people like that, but I just ask people, will you stand with me if they're a fabulous street cleaner or, you know, policeman or something like that, and they will do it. But you're still nervous because, you know, it's the world we're living in now, isn't it? It's quite frightening. It's a little bit like this story that I wanted to share with you, right? Now, as I said, William, you know, let's be blunt, can't stand Meghan Markle for all the right reasons. And there's a bigger picture behind this because, as you saw with that mood board, right? The mood board that Meghan decided to put out to celebrate her 7th anniversary, congratulating herself, which I thought was funny in many respects, if I'm honest, you know, because really, where were all of those people flooding the internet with all those well-wishers, you know, those chums? Where was Jamie's public display? Did I miss it? Yeah? Or was she saying it in a high baby voice somewhere? Who knows? But the thing is, I didn't spot it. What you did spot on the mood board was, of course, Meghan's coat of arms, which she always tells people was officially signed off by the late Queen, Queen Elizabeth, after, of course, you know, sort of consultation with her. That's what they came up with. Boy, I bet the Queen regretted that, don't you? Here's where this gets interesting, though, because the whole point of why that was included in the mood board is simply to irritate Prince William, the Prince of Wales. 100%. I mean, really, that is the level that Meghan Markle plays at. Here's where it gets even more interesting, though, you see, because what you may not know is that, you see, Meghan wants her, and I've told you this previously, wants all of her details updating on the royal website. You know, she wants to be seen as an entrepreneur, podcaster. You know, the fact that they just mentioned she was in suits is now not good enough. The person that gets the final clear sign-off of everything on the royal website is, in fact, the Prince and Princess of Wales. They are the digital, you know, royalty, aren't they? They know exactly how they want to be portrayed. King Charles completely understands that William and Catherine know that market, that remit. And of course, while they're signing it off, there is no way that she's going to be upgraded. And that's been told to Meghan, and she's not liking it. You get the picture now. Hence the reason that coat of arms featured, making sure, of course, that the press release, which was tactfully sent round to all the relevant people that are still willing to go down the official line with Harry and Meghan, well, they had to point that out. Now do you see how it is? Neil Sean in the very heart of London.